Hello, wherever and whenever you are. Oh, Alicia, good timing. As we are back in the Nine Hells to continue our descent into Avernus. And let us kick things off by saying a massive hello to those in chat. Thank you for turning up on time and being here already and waiting. Thank you so much. Always an absolute pleasure. And also, can I say a massive thank you to all those that aren't able to join us live, but nonetheless still do jump on the VOD with the VOD squad and catch up with our stories when they get the chance later on. Thank you so much. It's always super appreciated that you can share these tales with us. Now, moving on, we have other people to thank, not least the wonderful Sirenscape for music and sound effects that you'll be hearing throughout all of our shows and games. And speaking of amazing music, you can try it for free. There are several, 10 in total, I believe, sound sets that you can try out. And then when you want to try out more and get the whole experience, you can become a super siren and have access to all of their content to make your own original sound sets or use the ones that they already have, those that are designed for modules already out in the world, those that are for certain battle sequences and environmental effects that you can be after. Mix and match it, add effects, add like environmental reverb and stuff on that as well, and you can even make it 3D and it's moving through your head. It's quite the tool, which I still have really only scratched the surface of, but I have a joy using it every time I get the chance. Now, also, speaking of music and tunes and the like, a massive thank you also going out to RPG Music Maker Travis Savoy and the other channel as well that we like over on YouTube, Epic Journey, and finally Will Savino on Patreon for all of their amazing music that they make available for use in your TTRPGs. Now, that said, I am going to do something a little new. And before I recap where we left things off, I'm going to ask these fine people to introduce themselves and introduce their players and give us a little insight as to where they're at right now so that we can all ride along in these war machines with these fine folk and enjoy our adventures together. I am going to go around the overlay from myself here. Mason, you are first up. Who are you? Who do you play? And where are they at?
Hello all. As you heard, my name is Mason, and I'm playing Theo Brothwin, who of course, currently he would prefer to be called Lee Allister. And he is a rogue swashbuckler. And right now he's definitely full of adrenaline and excitement from this insane heist that was pulled. But he still feels much regrets from many mistakes. So that's why he prefers being called Lee Allister, so he can slowly go on the path to become worthy of the Theo Brothwin name.
Thank you.
No.
Next up, we have Colby. Who are you? Who do you play? And where are you at, sir?
Hey, everyone. So, my name's Colby. Let's see. I play our... Oh, which side? This side. Corvum, Wild Magic Sorcerer, who's one of the Humblewood races. And right now, as they are being chased away by dragons and riding off into the sunset, Horvin is terrified but also relieved that they have the book that he was looking for from the tower. So it wasn't all completely futile for him.
Indeed. Thank you. Okay, next up around the overlay from me is Emma. Who are you? Who are you playing? Where are you at?
Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm playing Lincoln Darkness Amnesia Raven Way. You can call him Lincoln.
For sure.
He is a fallen Asimar bard, who is literally and also quite figuratively in hell, like all the time. And that's just kind of where he's at. I don't really know what more I can say other than he's just sad.
Geographically and metaphysically, all wrapped up in a nice little
Indeed.
bubble. Okay.
Hell yeah.
A very special welcome to our latest follower. Hello, Vicky, and thank you so much
Hello.
for all of the wonderful, wonderful services that we make use of from that fine folks that you represent. Thank you. Welcome by. Okay. Next up round the overlay, we have Josh. Who are
Hello.
you? Who are you playing? Where are you at, sir?
Hello, I'm Josh. I'm playing Firemaw, the Dragonborn fighter. Right now he's a little bit irritated because the rest of the party seems to have forgotten the whole reason he came here was to kill Krull. But now he's excited because it seems like he'll have that opportunity.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, although latest to the party, we have Stephanie. Who are you? Who are you playing these days? And where are you at?
Well, my name is Stephanie. I'm personally not recent. However, my character Rhea is, and she is a paladin who is Tome Sworn, and I am flabbergasted and exhilarated at the moment. This is her first time outside of the floating. I've been watching too much She-Ra. I almost said the floating island of Etheria. That's not right.
We can reskin it. We can reskin it.
yeah, let's do it. Out of El Terrell, and so she is super hyped to be in battle, but also super terrified that everyone is just so reckless for a book.
Not just any book. You wait till he gets it with his others in his little library that he's got going on here.
Got smushed goats in it.
Smushed.
No. The memories.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you
really
all.
are
Now,
switched guys.
last time, yes, it has been alluded to already. Books, heists, dragons, oh my. No, we were at Arkan's Tower last time, and Theo was being peak rogue as he snuck up, distracted the Total Death Priest and his draconic pets, dashed across the laboratory, snagged the Orb of Dragonkind, dealing himself some damage in the process, shrugged off the mind-controlled attempts of the giant ancient red dragon spirit inside, thanks to the blessings of Torm placed upon him by Rhea Mantlemorn, and then he swan-dived out of the opening on the far side, swinging down and using his ghost step tattoo to woof through the wall, woof through the ghoul guards, and sprinted across the deserts of Avernus as the dragons clawed their way around, unleashing their breath attacks and almost destroying the party. But they got to the war machines, gunned the engines, came firing over, smashed into the tower, crushing the ghouls and the dragons alike. And even poor old Krull, the Total Death Cleric, was forced to jump into his shell to avoid being killed. And as everyone leapt from the tower onto the war machines, Theo was shocked to find out. Oh, thank you for that raid. Welcome on by All Things Fantasy. Pleasure to have you all here. And he, as he smashed into the tower, he realized he had damaged the war machine. Also, no thanks to the blue lightning of the blue young dragon as well. And he was dismayed to find out that the steering column was locked and there was only one thing for it: slam it in reverse and back away as fast as possible. And we are going to rejoin our party atop their war machines, one of them going the wrong way as they barrel across the sands of Avernus, attempting to escape the dragons that were in hot pursuit. But it has been made somewhat easier as Lincoln's bardic magic sent one of them packing, and also Firemore's intimidating presence as he unleashed the power of Bahamut from his glaive also had two of them frightened to come any closer. And let us go over and take a look at how we left things last time. Where are we at? Come here, my friends. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Roll 20. Okay, now that I'm just catching my breath again. Hey everyone, thank you for coming on by. So good to see you all. All Things Fancy, again, thank you so much. Fantastic to have you here. sit down, buckle up, because we're going at high speed across the plains of Avernus. Like this. Boop. Here we are. Okay.
Ask me for it to come up on stream.
Sorry, hang on. Let's do this properly. There we go. Align. Brum, brum, brum. Okay, there we go. We have the Black Parade, the Devil's Ride, being ridden by Lincoln. We have Horvin and Raya in the tour bus with a Krull hanging onto the side as he tries to clamber up and stop you making off with his treasure. And finally, we have Theo and Firemore in the Demon Grinder in hard reverse as you're backing away. As you can see in the distance, the black, blue, and green young dragons. Two of them powerless to come any closer, one of them already far away and trying to get back as quickly as possible. Now, everyone, this was not the only dragons you fought last time, is it not? Who else was here?
Oh, there was
Oh,
there
no
was
more.
I killed the red one.
There was a red
Yeah, the
dragon
red one.
wormling, that's right. Okay, we also
Yeah.
had the red dragon wormling that was inside the tower, but Firemore, with his affinity for that particular dragon's breath weapon, made short work of that, with the help of Rhea coming in at the end to steal the kill.
I stole that. Don't even put me in there, man.
He's on his last
needed
legs.
something to do.
What?
Thank you.
Oh God, fire, Ma! And the worm's like just on the ground, like
It's like gonna bleed out in like 2 seconds. I'm helping.
That's what it was. She was
In
too
the
excited.
name of
It's her first
Tom!
time.
Yeah, okay. Lilac Mage, thank you so much for that. Salt for the dragons. We have salt. Spray at the dragons. Spray at get back, you foul beasts. Okay, now. A red dragon wormling. A black dragon. A blue dragon. A green dragon. One of you fine folks, remind me, how many heads does Tiamat have?
More than that.
There's a white one hanging around somewhere.
There's a white
Oh,
one,
really?
that's right. There's an fully grown adult white dragon, is there not?
oh.
And
Oh, that noise is
as
fucking fantastic.
you put the pedal to the metal and drive as fast as you can away from Arkan's tower, plummeting down from the roiling clouds above like an unholy snowball flung by Asmodeus himself, comes Obatala, the adult white dragon that you had seen circling around the tower high above as you arrived. She comes plummeting down and swings in behind in close pursuit of your 3 war machines, as represented by this little thing that I found.
I'm glad I used one spell slot.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh no.
That's cute.
Oh no.
That's
I love it.
What level
I
are
love
we
it.
again?
Oh
Because
my
really the
God.
answer is
Well, hold on. Let's not talk about the level here, right? Let's talk about the Morven and I's health. Yeah.
So, as
I'm-
this adult white dragon comes roaring and dropping out of the clouds to come swooshing in behind you to do its attacks, we are back in initiative, everyone, and at the top of the initiative is Theo Brothwin. Oh no, I'm sorry, you dropped lower in the initiative because you wanted to do something funny. No, it is not Theo Brothwin anymore, it is Krull, the total death cleric. And he looks up and he's like, yes, yes, Obatala comes. This is the end for you all. And he turns to you, Rhea. Your god can't save you now. And he reaches out as the DM quickly checks to see which of his toys he has left.
Oh.
There you go.
Is
Yeah.
I've only got the dragons on my turn order, by the
Same.
way.
And you got what? Sorry.
Only got the dragons on the turn order.
Ah, sorry. That happens sometimes when you like are away and come back.
Oh, okay.
I've got all of you. I'll call you out and I'll call out who's next. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey.
Sometimes it's fine.
It sounds amazing.
Sometimes it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I'm
It's
very
what
proud
it
of it.
is.
I made this. I made this
Yay.
one, but it has got the
I
best.
would like it, please.
Oh, an anonymous sub. Thank you so much, whoever you are. You're a legend. And it's gifted to our very own Firemore. There you are, sir. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you.
Now you got emotes to play with too. Now, everybody, as Krull clambers over the exterior of the tour bus and sees Rhea looking defiantly back at him, let's see here. Yes.
Unimpressed and unamused.
He reaches out and, with a shadow-wreathed hand, tries to siphon off your very life force. So, let's see here. I go with the black D20, I think, for this death cleric here. And he gets a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Do the trick? I'll do the trick. All
It'll
right.
happen, yeah.
So, let's just do this here. Okay, so as he does so, he reaches out and he just slaps his hand onto, just grabs onto the side of your head, the claws almost digging in slightly to the back of your skull, behind, just under the hairline, and he's like, you and all perish, and my queen, Tiamat, shall be free, and will rain down chaos, terror, and all you deserve from the skies above. And he is going to siphon off a wee bit of your health force there, if you don't mind.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Don't lie now. Don't lie to me.
It's not hideous, but I mean, he wants it more than you. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty. I pretty much stayed away from everyone and then just killed a worm, so I'm pretty good.
you take 15 necrotic damage as your life force is siphoned away, and Krull takes that energy into himself and is rejuvenated somewhat. Okay, so that is that. Then he's like, Kutso Samadishta. And he goes shoop, ducks into his shell, and the shell goes dunk, 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 and falls off the back of the tour bus and rolls across the sands of Avernus as he leaves the rest of the work to his white dragon friends.
Oh.
No, we'll get him.
John, I think my Warcaster feat gives me an attack of opportunity on him.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You too, Rhea.
Cast a spell.
Okay.
I often forget how useful.
Now we're both like
Warcaster can
leaning
be.
in, like, okay, all right.
Okay, what we got? What we got? What can we get him with?
I don't have
Sorry, to
anything that can.
brief outage.
I don't have anything that can keep him here, so I am going to
Go for the kill.
murder him.
Just jump off.
Straight up.
I
Oh no, you don't.
I'm
was
gonna
thinking
go
about it.
ahead. Can I do, like, crossbow as he runs away? No.
No, an attack of opportunity is just a melee
Okay.
attack.
Then I'm gonna get him with the mace.
Hey
You do
John,
that.
question. Do you know if she can also use her smite during an attack of opportunity? Or is that mainly like bonus action during your turn?
Good question, good question. Let's have a quick look here. My first paladin, who dis?
Ooh, burst. Okay.
When you hit with a melee weapon attack. So, no, absolutely. You can do that right now. Yeah, you can load your Divine Smite into that, Rhea.
I will smite him.
Hell yeah!
He will be smitten.
Smite him right off the face of the earth. Hell, sorry, hell.
Extra 2d8 of radiant damage, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. Okay, so I think I have up to plus 1d8 against undead or fiends, which he is neither.
No.
Okay, so let's do...
Well, I mean, you don't know. Maybe.
Guess we'll never know.
Third.
Bye! Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that at third spell slot. So it's 18 to hit with the mace.
That will... miss.
No!
It just
Can I do
clangs
that?
harmlessly off his shell, inscribed with
luck.
all the draconic
No,
ruins.
I can.
Oh, Colby can. You said it, and I was like, can I do that? Looking feverishly.
Okay, Horvin,
Yeah,
what's your
so when another creature I see makes an attack roll, I can spend 2 sorcery points to put a d4 on their roll. So I'm gonna. It's not an action. It's a feature. So let's see. Okay, so your 18 is now a 22, Rhea.
Alright. What does that look
What
like,
does that hit?
Horvin?
Oh, bend luck.
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
I would have to say that it's a cry. Like Horvin kind of like clicks his beak a couple of times and like crows into like in the general direction, and like kind of these like spindles come off of his head.
Nice. Okay, so yes, this mysterious effect, sorceress effect, twists the blade and adds extra power to your mace's attack, and it crunches into Kroll's shell. Where it was going to bounce off harmlessly, it does do some damage.
Okay. So that's going to be
Oh, you want a mean, evil, cackling turtle, do you, Mason? I can give you one of those.
9
Oh, no.
bludgeoning, and
Yep.
then 48 of radiant damage. Hold on.
Come on, the music's there for you. Roll them
21
dice.
plus 9, so altogether it's 30.
Okay, nice. Okay, so yes, you just whoosh over with the mace, and it crashes into Kroll's shell, and you feel a really satisfying crunch and cracking sound as the shell caves in, and as it does so and those cracks open up, Tom's light suffuses through the wound, and you see, it's like, you know, there's beams of light just coming from all of the openings in the shell. It's like a little mirror ball, and you cause all of that damage. Nice, you just hear you scream, no! And
Okay.
Horvin.
So my Warcaster lets me cast a spell
Yep.
for an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
So we're gonna go with a 4th level magic missile. I'm not missing on this one.
Go for it.
And that's gonna be max damage. So that's 3 plus 3 darts, 6 times 5, that's 30 damage.
30 damage?
Force damage?
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think Rhea kind of like golf swings him off the tour bus, just like. And
Oh, you thought
Tom's.
you were leaving?
As
I
Tom's.
believe
Yeah, mate.
I believe that the term is pull.
Clay total shooting. Okay. you send the shell spinning and soaring through the air, and Horvin, lit up like a Christmas tree as it is with Tom's light, it's too easy. And you reach out your wing and They all go spiraling through the air and crash into the shell. Some of them going right into the openings where the legs are tucked inside, and the shell crashes to the desert floor beneath and rolls to a stop, never to move again.
Oh dang, is he dead?
Yes. For you,
And he
Fireball.
exploded.
For you,
He
Okay.
had 25 HP left.
Unbelievable.
It's done.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I hate demons in the hopes. Stephanie hopes the Firemaw hears her, but Rhea doesn't know any better.
And
I do hate demons.
then there is a huge roar from the white dragon as they see this happening, and they come in hot pursuit after you all. And it is Horvin's turn.
Beautiful. Okay.
John, I'm sorry. Who's next? Since we can't see.
Oh yes, thank you. After Horvin is Theo.
Okay.
Where's
So
Lincoln going in the order?
So we have Horvin, followed by Theo, followed by Firemore, and then Lincoln, you were at the end, and then Rhea's at the end.
Okay. Thank you.
And somewhere in there is this dragon, but you're not sure. Okay. So.
okay.
Yes.
So how far back are these things?
Each of those squares is 10 feet. It is 20 feet behind you. Right behind you. Now, we are going to be entering into a chase. Okay? So, let me explain how this is going to work. This is a little different to a normal D&D chase. This map represents your relative movements to each other. Okay? The Black Parade can move 120 feet in a round. The other two vehicles can move 100. Okay? The adult white dragon can fly 80 feet around. In a chase, you have your action and you have your movement. There's no bonus actions after this initial round through here. This is just as it's closing in on you and just dropping out of the sky. Because I said that you weren't dashing. You weren't dashing the first round because a lot of stuff happened as you were escaping the tower. So you just moved your 100 feet. And Lincoln, you lost your extra 20 feet because that's when you jumped off the tour bus onto that and caught up with the others. So at the moment, you're all the same distance from the dragon. And the dragon moved its 80 feet in that same round. So it is 20 feet behind you. Now,
Gotcha.
the drivers can use their action to dash. And each of you has a few dash actions depending on the beefiness of the vehicle. The Black Parade only has 4. The the Demon Grinder has 7. And the Tour Bus has 5.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep track of those for you. You can dash after that as well, but at that point there's a risk that you'll damage the machine.
Sure.
Okay?
And we can use our actions just to do whatever we want, and also move at just a regular speed if we want to. Yeah.
Not in a chase, no. Sorry, regular speed, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You can, yeah,
But
you-
I can use an action and then just move.
Yes.
Well.
Yes.
Sweet.
But,
okay.
so,
I planned something.
okay. Hey, EDH, how you doing, mate? Welcome on by. Now, assuming that the drivers all dash and the dragon dashes as well, you will gain a further 20 feet. Okay? Because that's the difference in movement. But if one of you doesn't dash, but the dragon does dash, then they will catch up with you. Because that's they're moving twice the distance. Now,
Yep.
if you get to the right edge of this picture, of this map here, then you will escape from the dragon. Okay? And the distance between you is relative, so at ranged attacks will happen as you can see them on the map here. So at the moment, you are within range of its breath attack.
Ew.
But if it doesn't recharge, it will not be fast enough to catch you unless you do not dash. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Seeing
Are you
the
ready?
state. Yeah. seeing
I'm
the
never
state
gonna tell
of
you what I had to
the-
Google for the thing I was gonna do, which is now not gonna happen.
Oh no! Save it,
funny.
save it. It will happen
Sorry.
someday. It will happen.
No, it's fine. You'll never know, and I want it this way.
Horvin, let's go.
Suspense. I'm joking.
Okay, so Orvin kind of peeking around, seeing the state of the vehicle. I don't think he would do anything other than dash at the moment.
It's okay. This is the same round that you're escaping from the dragon. So you have one normal round.
Okay. Oh, so this is a normal round, like movement.
Yeah,
has been done?
this initial round is the moving away from the tower.
Oh, yay!
I see.
Okay,
Got
I'm gonna
it.
do it.
Perfect. Okay.
And that was the original plan. I didn't just change that because I wanted to see what Lincoln was going to do.
Hey!
Promise.
So where does the white dragon like face end?
I wanna do it.
Like how close is he to these guys in the back?
There's 20 feet between the back of the vehicles and you. You see that square that the head's kind of bobbing back and forward in? That's where it starts there. So you got there's two squares between you.
Okay. 2 squares between us.
Yeah,
How about
so-
the dragons behind it? 2 squares.
The ones behind, they're never going to catch you unless you're destroyed and break down.
Okay. Beautiful. Got it. Well, it doesn't really change what I'm gonna do. So Orvin is gonna kind of peek over his shoulder, and he's going to cast synaptic static in the space that the white dragon is flying in. So
Okay,
this
what
is
does that
in,
do?
Let's see. Each creature in the 20-foot radius sphere, centered on that point, has to make an intelligence saving throw of 16. On a failed save, it takes 8d6 damage, and then it has muddled thoughts for a minute if it fails.
I think I've seen Zorhaf use this.
Ah, okay.
Noodles.
Mechanically.
So during the time, it has to roll a d6 and subtract the number from all attack and ability checks. And it has to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. It can make an intelligence save at the end of each turn, trying to end the effect.
Well, the thing about white dragons
No.
is
Yeah.
they are the wilder end of the spectrum, the chromatic spectrum, and not very smart.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, what was the DC on the saving throw once more, please?
16.
16, okay. The intelligence saving throw is... It was intelligence, yes?
Yes.
Yes, intelligence.
Boop. 2.
Oh my lord.
Tamaga Yokanayo.
Tamaga
Okay.
Yokanayo.
Wow, that was not great damage.
Good.
There are lots of ones in here. So that's 16 psychic damage.
16, okay.
Yep, 16 psychic damage. And now, anytime it tries to attack or make an ability check, it has to roll a d6 and subtract that number from the roll.
Alright. Thank you. And on its turn, it can get befuddled? Or is it just minus d6s?
At the end of each of its turns, it can try to make an intelligence saving throw to end the effect.
Rightio. Thank you. Okay, excellent. Theo Brothwin, and if Horvin is all done, you good, sir?
Yep, we're good.
Just driving. Yep, okay. Theo. Driving backwards.
He was like,
It's like, boop, boop,
Thanks,
boop,
Marvel.
boop.
We're stealing all your thunder, huh? Like, and he's like peeking around, like, whoa, okay. Trying to aim correctly, and quickly when he thinks he gets enough. Now, since you said this was a normal round, we could use bonus actions on the normal round.
Yes.
Okay. So, from like peeking back, he's like using his steady aim as his bonus action to then like quickly throw his dagger at the dragon, which
Okay.
with the steady aim he'll get advantage.
Nice.
So
So
that
are
is
you throwing a dagger at a dragon, an adult dragon?
Yes. This is all I can do. What do you expect me to do?
That's all I can do, John!
That's amazing.
Listen to me, John! I've been throwing this dagger since I was 4 years old!
So that's gonna be
That's what I'm saying.
it's high, but I'm still curious. A 25 to hit, like.
That hits.
Okay, just making sure. Now, let me just double check to see if it needs to be in melee. Nope, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack. So you know I'm using one of my Fury tattoo charges.
Yep.
And, because I got advantage, I also get sneak attack. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Let's fucking go.
The most powerful dagger
yeah.
ever thrown.
From henceforth known as Dragon Slayer.
So, that's going to be, so with that, so that's 25. And then, so in total, it's going to be,
Oh, North Shore DM. How you doing, mate? Good session earlier.
it's going to be 41 damage in total.
41. Nice.
Yes. With 16 of that was necrotic damage.
Okay, so yeah, this even with one hand on the wheel, your throwing hand is free, and you just whip it around, and as you do, the tattoo flares in just putting its eldritch energies onto this dagger that just whistles through the air and thuds right in between some of the scales of the dragon in its chest, and that is an epic throw as the dagger goes deep and hits something important. Okay. And the Firemore, what's the DC on the fear for your glaive?
Wiz 15.
Thank you. Because just for the sake of it, I'm gonna see if these things stop being scaredy cats over here. Wiz 15, you say? Whoosh.
True.
23. The blue dragon is no longer
Yeah.
scared.
That does beat Wiz 15.
It does indeed. But it does not have the speed to catch you. So you just hear it bellow in anger from the back there.
Oh man, I don't appreciate it, man. Oh,
And thank you. Now, let me get rid of that fear effect there, and it just flaps furiously after you. And Firemore, it is your turn.
Okay.
Next
you
up-
said that
From
this
the
white
players,
dragon
Lincoln, you're next in the players.
Okay, thank you.
You said the white dragon were 20 feet away.
It is at the moment, yes.
Okay. Then Firemaw will kind of mumble to himself. He'll say something like, alright, let's see if we made the right choice. And we're gonna use the lightning from my Bahamut's Claw breath weapon.
Yes.
30 feet long. Dex is 15, sir.
Dex save of 15. Okay. Better than their intelligence.
I assumed it would be.
That is going to be 16. Just.
Alright, half it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 d6.
Okay, so this lightning arc just goes crackling across.
You know, he's able to get out of the way, but no, it's lightning. It curves a little bit, catches him.
There's a cool little
I
barrel
rolled
roll.
an 11, so I rolled an 11, so he's only going to take 5.
5. Okay, so he gets slightly sizzled. But not too bad, not too bad.
Just a wee bit, really.
Alright. Thank you. Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
Alright. And as the adult white dragon swoops in after you, it opens up its maw, and you see the swirling blizzard of its breath attack rise up, and eeny, meeny, miny, mofo,
Me.
Horvin
me.
and Rhea.
Oh
the
no,
tour bus,
Horvin!
the tour bus is engulfed in frosty, cold doom.
Oh
As
fuck, Horvin.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I need a Constitution saving throw as you are engulfed in this cold energy. /R.
20.
Okay, Rhea,
Okay,
you
that's
fail.
probably
Horvin,
fine.
you just succeed.
You lucky. You literally.
You take half of this as I type in our little message bar over here. Forward roll R. 12d8.
That could have killed you right out, Horvin. That could.
Boop. 47 cold damage for Rhea and 23 for Horvin.
Okay.
How you doing, Horvin?
Horvin,
is-
how's that
is
looking?
down.
Oh! Oh!
Okay,
Is he driving?
Rhea, how are you doing?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
driving.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
up. I'm up.
Yes.
You want details? I'm
How far away
22
is that
out of
dragon jump?
89.
20 feet.
Sweet.
Person to person, it'll be 30. Like,
Sweet.
with the little extra bits. Now, let me read something from this fine tome that I have here. Are you all sitting comfortably,
no.
children?
No! No.
Appendix B. Infernal War Machines.
Oh,
Rules. If the driver is incapacitated, leaves the helm, or does nothing to alter the Infernal War Machine's course and speed, the vehicle moves in the same direction and at the same speed it did during the driver's last turn,
no. Okay.
until it hits an obstacle big enough to stop it.
Obstacle
could have been
being
worse.
keyword.
That could have been much worse.
So,
I was scared for a second.
Go to spin. You
I don't want to
crashed.
say anything. I want
Has-
to stop looking right now.
Horvin, coming straight out of the 90s boy band era with his frosted tips, falls to the floor of the cockpit of the tour bus. The tour bus carries on in the same direction. Now,
Oh, John.
I had to enjoy it for a moment.
I know.
I was worried.
If this is like a cheesy action movie, it would have just done like a sudden jackknife in the air and like a
It would have
360 power roll
exploded.
and exploded on nothing. Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah.
And then they would have stumbled from the blazing wreckage and like shaken their fist at the dragon.
Yeah.
It's like
Some
how?
Spy Kid.
What? Okay, now.
Now I'm mad.
So, this is what happens there. So Horvin is down. Rhea, how are you looking?
I'm okay. I'm at a fourth
Wow.
of my ability.
Wow.
Okay is a loose term. I'm up.
Alive.
Don't get overzealous. I am just awake.
Noted. Okay, so as it breathes its breath weapon, I'm gonna try this. This wasn't working last week. Let me try one more time. Breath. Cold.
There it is.
Oh no, frost. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Here we go. And come on. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Come on, roll 20. You can do it.
Shit.
Maybe no. No.
There
It
you
worked.
go, I
It's
just
on.
want
It's on my
points.
screen. I don't know if it's coming on the player's screen though. Boo.
I know.
Ooh,
I
it
saw
doesn't
it.
show up. You got it? Okay, so let's try it up on the stream. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it was fast.
It was
but-
cool, guys. It was cool.
It worked
I
for
believe you.
I believe you.
mechanically.
Yes,
It was cool.
Indeed.
Mechanic.
Ice cold. Okay. So,
a chill move.
unfortunately, I wanted this to be the blue dragon so it could do its lightning breath, or the red dragon so it could do its fire breath, and I wanted it just to shout out, "As the crow fries." But yeah.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. I shall put that one on ice for later. Now,
That's so fun.
save? Did I save it?
And
Did I
that's-
save it?
That's all the dragon does, right? Nothing else, yeah? Not a single other
unfortunately,
thing.
yeah, that is its action.
Oh!
So,
Oh shit!
as it's still keeping pace with you and flying behind you, keeping this 20 feet. Now, let me just double check here. Okay, I'm gonna get another saving throw for the black dragon in the back here. Oh, still scared of you, Firemore.
What does frightened mean?
Means they
Cannot
can't
move
move.
closer,
Can't move closer.
and disadvantage on ability checks and attacks
them-
while you are in sight. The green
I wonder if
dragon.
any of them have.
The green dragon frantically flies after you, but is disappearing into the distance as you're all moving faster than they can, even with a dash. Although on this turn they could dash, so they do come back towards the tower, past the tower, and you see them very sadly kind of like pouring at the empty turtle shell. Like, crawl?
Oh
Crawl.
no.
Oh, man.
And
just wake up.
Lincoln, it's your turn.
Yes.
Now, let me remind you of one thing, because it's been a week.
Okay.
You still have Mantle of Majesty on. And you
Okay.
can use it each turn for a minute if you so desire.
Yeah. So for the Mantle of Majesty, one of the other things I was looking up was a dictionary to see how many like one-word things, which mean a lot of things. And I decided to give that up. I want to say to him,
Yes.
like, can I point at one of the dragons, not the white one? I want to point at like the black one or the blue one, and I want to say. I have a couple of options if you think it's going to be a bit too vague.
What's the range?
Obstacle.
What's the range?
Yeah. Command. I can spend one. I have command open. 60 feet. It might be too far away.
If you're
'cause I
casting it
thought
on you're casting on the white dragon or on one of the chromatic ones in the back.
One of the ones at the back. I'm not casting it. I'm commanding the dragon I've already got. I don't remember which one it was. I'm sorry.
Oh, the green one.
The green one. I want the green one to like. I
Okay.
want to point at it, and I want to like point at like the black one or the blue one, and be like, obstacle.
Too far away. Sorry, because
Too far away?
you've
Okay,
driven
it's fine.
100 feet.
It's cool. It's cool. I told it to flee once, and that I feel like made a difference. So
Definitely
now I'm
did.
gonna do a thing I googled. I wanna point at the white one, which is 20 feet away from me.
Yes.
I wanna cast polymorph, and I wanna turn it into a killer whale. So here's the reason why.
Uh-huh.
Let me talk you through it.
Uh-huh.
Killer whales can breathe out of water. Whales and dolphins and mammals and breathe air into their lungs, just like we do. They cannot breathe underwater like fish can, as they do not have gills.
So
This
won't
allows them to take breaths
die and change
while
back.
exposing their heads to the air.
Scumbag.
So yeah, and then killer whales also have a ton of hit points, but they have 0 speed. So if they wanna bring back their friend, they'll have to give up their turn to attack it. Ooh. So yeah, polymorph, wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna do
Oh my god!
I just imagine a bunch of dragons kicking a killer whale to get it back.
So
Until it
one of the things I was looking for was like, can I make it have disadvantage on these? I can't, so I'm just gonna go for it, and I can try again if it doesn't work. Well, no, I can't, but I mean, I wanted to try it.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC
Thankfully,
17.
it's much
It's
wiser than
stupid.
it is intelligent. It's intelligence though.
No! Damn it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's why it took out
the only
Orbin,
one I
because
can
he's got all
hit
those
anyway.
books. It's like, yeah, books.
Look.
At least it's not the green
Well,
one.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Fine was like, oh, I kind of get it. Okay, here we go. Wisdom saving throw coming up. And the DC was?
17.
17. 22.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
I
I'll try
Killer whale.
though
Again another day.
on for the books, I would like to remind everybody.
Maybe tomorrow.
Theo's the intelligent one.
He's so smart. So smart.
I have a
Oh.
positive intelligence. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I have a 0 intelligence. As a
just so you
bonus
know.
action.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, you do your thing.
As a bonus action, I'll cast No, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. If I'm using Mantle of Majesty and it doesn't expend a spell slot, could I potentially cast Command on the White Dragon?
We had this exact same conversation last week.
Yeah,
yes,
we did.
you can.
I'll
Yes,
cast.
you can.
I want to try and make it flee.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
A 17 again.
And what
Which
was
is a Zac
is it
Efron movie.
Wisdom again?
Yeah, I believe it to be, yes.
Okay. Can it be fortunate a second time? Wisdom saving throw, DC 17. Huh. 16.
Flee! And then turn into a killer whale of your own volition.
It's like, really trying to. God damn it. Okay.
Oh my god, I should have done this the other way around. I could have said comply and then turned it in and then polymorphed it into a killer whale because it would have been willing. Oh, it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine. Now
lessons
it
learned.
bleeds.
Lesson learned. Okay.
Lesson learned. I'll do
So-
it again one time.
I just need to do this, I think. Oh,
Flee.
farewell, sweet prince. Or whatever royalty you want to be as I do this. Boop. Bye. Shoo. It's a really weird. It's a really weird angle.
Yeah, it looks like it's flying backwards now. Just like,
Sky!
I know, right?
what's going
It's a
on?
nice back.
Bye. Okay, so you, as you see this white dragon, you know, coming down on top of you all, and you see Horvin disappear in this blizzard breath attack and collapse out of sight in the cockpit, and Rhea clinging on, her hands almost frozen to the metal of the outside, and you see Lincoln rev his bike, pop a wheelie, I assume,
Killer whale!
and nothing happens. But then,
Oh damn!
but then, he shouts out, "Flee!" And the white dragon
Flee!
turns tail and, beating those vast, dusty, soot-stained, leathery wings, flies up and back towards the tower. And even if it rallies itself and turns around, it will not be enough to catch you. Unless... Ray, your Mantlemorn.
It won't be able to catch us unless I do something to make it catch us.
I think he was
well,
just
It's your turn.
leading
It's
us.
your turn before that. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. I'm like, what am I gonna do that'll make it fast? That's not fair. I didn't mean to. Alright. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope. This spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range, 30 feet. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, as you plant your mace on the top of the tour bus, as you're hanging on with your other hand, and then it just radiates out this light of Torm, and the entirety of the tour bus is covered in this sacred holy light. Then,
And I think it can also get all the way across too. 30 feet.
I don't think you wouldn't be driving that close to each other, just for the sake of having everyone in shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a distance from dragons thing. That would be really dangerous to be right next to each other. But Rhea, as I was saying, can you roll me a d20, please?
I don't want to.
Fair point.
Yeah, I mean, what you can do about
17.
A 17. Okay. As Rhea Mantlemorn, aka Stephanie, rolls on the Avernus chase complications table for the one and only roll of this chase, as it is over, even as it began. A 17 falls in the last bracket on the table, the uppermost echelon of the various options. Simply titled, No Complication.
Yes!
Yay.
That's good!
Yeah, good.
Sorry for the stress levels. So,
Alien.
You're not. Don't lie.
I was
Orvin.
very afraid
Orvin.
of getting frozen.
Orvin. Roll me them snake eyes, boy.
Yes.
Come on.
He has advantage.
I know, that's why I said snake eyes.
No.
Okay, first one is a 9, but the second one is a 5.
Oh,
Wow.
but even with advantage,
Oh,
that is a
A
death
9.
save failure. Horvin is on 1 fail. And that means it is Theo's turn. You just driving, sir?
Yeah, just yeah, speeding it up, paying attention to the road, you know,
Yep.
not messing this up in reverse.
Fireman, what you doing?
Hanging out, I guess.
Okay. Just
Getting in the rear.
sharpening the teeth on the chomper there.
Yeah, just making sure they're not coming.
Absolutely. Okay. And Lincoln, what you doing?
Dash, 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 dash.
Okay. The Black Parade starts to pull away from the rest of you. It's faster as a faster vehicle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to flee and then turn into a killer whale if you can behind me, but just for flavour.
So I have to do it separately here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are dashing, you'll get 40 feet ahead of the others. Okay. Well, from where you were before. So you pull out in front, and then Rhea, it is your turn.
I am going to, being very confused because everyone else is going so fast. Why are we just going the same speed? Everyone else is dashing. I'm gonna go down into the hull of our war machine and discover Horvin's sad body.
It's in the cockpit. It's in the cockpit.
It's in the cockpit.
Yeah.
All right,
Up in the top.
I'm gonna go in the cockpit and be like, all right, and like pull him. Can I put him aside in the cockpit, or do
Can
I
I
have
say-
to take him out?
I think as you clamber up, you're like, you don't have to take cover anymore. Oh no.
Oh God.
You thought he was still ducking out of view. You thought he was still driving. You get up there and just the wheels just wobbling loose. There's just nobody holding onto it at all.
I'm gonna like move. I'm gonna grab him by his scruff and kind of just move him aside.
Actually, Horvin, sorry, can you roll me a d20?
Sure.
Non-death throw
No,
related.
say no. If you say no, you don't have to.
I don't think that's how that works. I got a 10.
A 10. Oh, okay. You're good. You're good. I'm just saying what the white dragon's breath did to the vehicle,
Okay.
but it's okay. It's okay.
Thank
Okay.
God.
So yes, so Ray, you clamber up there and you see him lying prone, unconscious on the floor of the cockpit there.
And I'm gonna. Is there space in the cockpit for me to like grab him by his scruff and just move him aside?
Yes, on the tour bus, yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab him by his scruff. I'm gonna move him aside and sit in and be like, okay, because Rhea hasn't done this yet. So she's gonna be,
fun.
and she hasn't even been away from Elturel at all. So she's just like, all right, yep, and grab the wheel and attempt to gas it and dash.
Okay, look. So you're keeping up there. So, Horvin, your turn. Death saving throw, please.
Yep. I still get advantage on.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, first one's a 12.
Okay, that's.
Yay.
Oh, it could be a 20.
Could be a
Let's
20.
try. Yep.
16.
Okay, so that is 1 success and 1 failure. And Theo Brothwin. Just gunning it?
Yep. Gunning it.
Okay, brum, 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 5 more.
These dragons are looking pretty sad.
Yep, just disappearing further and further away.
Hehehe.
That's it.
Um,
Nothing I can do.
okay,
On the
Lincoln.
other-
Yep. Dash.
Okay, you get another 41, 2, 3, 4. You get another 40 feet away. Okay, Rhea, just driving.
When Rhea took the helm, was she unable to make a move action? Because I don't think she did anything else that turn.
She
No, I
dashed.
I dashed the
Oh,
war
okay.
machine.
I didn't see it move.
Oh no, because it's
Lincoln's ahead of
relative.
us.
It's relative
Yeah.
distance. Lincoln's
Ah,
moving
gotcha,
because she's
okay.
faster.
Yeah.
I'm a boy.
He's faster.
I'm a-
Sorry. Yes, excuse me.
That's okay.
Okay, and can I get? Let's see who's next this time. Theo, give me a d20, please.
Yep. Going to be natural 20.
Nice.
No complication. Nice. Let him fly if you got him, folks. And
Oh, I'll
Did
do
we
it.
skip Rhea's turn?
Yeah, I would have just dashed.
when she dashed, I asked if she dashed, and she did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, death saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Okay, the first one was a 1. However, the second one is a 16.
That's 2 successes.
I didn't like it.
Thank God, because you would be dead if I had not.
You'd be
passed
dead.
that. I was like, oh, what a waste, because he's gonna get 3 saves and it'll be fine. But it's like, you would be dead.
You'd be
now.
dead.
Orvin,
You would be dead.
Yeah.
thank you. Theo,
Yep.
that's dashing.
Yep, got in it. Yep.
Theo Brothwin, dashing to the core. In all senses of the
Dashing
word.
to the core, away from the dragon.
Emma, what happened to your nat 20?
My ship license.
Just came up as text.
My
Sure,
what?
happened. Yeah, the nat 20 that you tried to put in chat just came up as text. I was like, what?
Oh.
What is that? Oh,
That's
right.
sad.
So, dashing, fire more. I guess you're still just hanging out. And
Not a whole lot I can do from over here.
Lincoln, just driving.
Ah!
Okay.
I'll do a wheelie.
And you get to the edge of the map. And Rhea Mantlemore.
Dash.
Okay.
Dashing through the
Dragons
sand.
away. Shoo shoo.
We're chased by some dragons.
Did you say my turn, John?
Yep, your turn. So a death saving throw, please.
This is torture.
Okay, first one was a 16.
Yay.
Second one was a 17.
Yay.
Okay. And roll me a d4, please.
Mr. Stable.
Sure. A 4.
Okay. So with that third success, you are stabilized, but you are still unconscious for 4 hours.
Jesus.
As you are lying there in the cockpit at Rhea's feet. Rhea's feet, which are attached to Rhea's legs, which are attached to Rhea's torso,
What's going on here?
which are bloody. Thank you for that subscription once again, my friend. 5 months. 5 months. Sorry, what?
Torso, which is
Oh,
bloody.
Sorry. Bloody.
Which is attached to Rhea's arms.
Which
Which are
is, I think,
attached to Rhea's-
I think Josh can finish this little thing where I'm going. You
And-
know where I'm going. Hands.
Which could,
hands.
in theory, lay
yeah.
Lay.
Lay on.
on the orbit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
Why
so
on
sorry.
earth was that left
I'm
a
looking
chance?
at my spells going, I don't have any healing. It doesn't seem right that I don't have any healing as a paladin. I'm looking at my spells going, why can't I do something about this? I've only been a paladin
Lay
for
on
2
hands.
weeks.
I know.
2 sessions.
I know,
I'm
I know.
sorry.
Colby,
I'm
Colby,
those of you
bravo,
viewers
bravo
are
for
probably
being the
sitting
least
there going,
meta you have ever been.
Yeah, truly.
You're just like, oi! in the hands of the gods here.
It's sorry, y'all. Sorry.
No, that's right. That sounds
That hurts to
fantastic.
keep my beak shut.
Great.
I was
great,
kind
great.
of just under the impression that we weren't doing that for some reason. And I was like,
No, I totally just. I
like
forgot
it.
that I had that ability.
You know,
I'm so sorry.
Rhea's new at this.
I like
she
it.
She hasn't been in this kind of
It's a
situation.
character situation.
Mhm.
I have to drive a war machine. I
Yeah.
just such
There's a lot
confusion.
going on. There's a lot going on.
All right, hold on. We're out of initiative. Music has stopped.
It has.
Jazz music stops.
It has,
All right.
it
Well,
has.
now that we're safe, let me go ahead and lay hands.
Lay on
Oh.
hands.
All right, I'm gonna give you 20 because I feel real bad.
Okay, so
Yay.
without having to wait 4 hours to come back, Torm's healing magic suffuses your prone, unconscious Corvin form, and your eyes flutter open to the beaming, radiant visage of the paladin, new to the job.
I forgot. I just say that
Rhea.
like he comes to and opens his eyes, and I'm just like, I forgot. Are you okay?
You have no idea. You have no. You just, for all you know, she raised you right away.
I
Right. Yeah, the passage of time doesn't occur for the unconscious.
But yeah.
What did you forget? Did you forget the book?
And then I'm just for funsies' sake, can I have it? I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, shut up, and give it to him, and then get up out of the cockpit. Drive this. You're better at it than me. And
Have fun.
get out.
Okay.
Thank you for the compliment. And the book, and the healing. I don't know what happened.
That's probably for the best. And then I close the cockpit and like scoot out. Goodbye.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Okay.
No one else is here to witness it either, so.
Right. So that all happens. All of that happens. And we are out of initiative. Escaped from Arkan's tower. Krull is dead and gone. And you have your book. And you have the Orb of Dragonkind. You lucky, lucky bastards.
Essentially pulled a hit and run.
Yeah.
We literally we ran over Kroll and then ran away.
The death cleric is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Theo didn't get
name?
possessed. The death cleric is dead.
Gone to meet his
Well.
queen.
This is about as good as it possibly could have gone.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
That was the aim the whole time.
It's the least horrible way, and we did it. We did it.
All right. Well done, well done. So, let us bring you over to the map here. I think you find one of those ruined pleasure palaces that dot the landscape here, and you drive the war machines in underneath the crumbling stonework and the blasted remains of this once palatial, gorgeous structure. And as you slowly drive in under these large sweeping arches and the balustrades curving up above, holding up what was once this beautiful ornate frescoed ceiling, and you drive into what must have been some kind of ballroom or large banqueting chamber as part of the wall is destroyed, making it open and able for the machines to drive through. And you pull up and stop. And you turn the engines off. Stop torturing those poor souls. Don't tell Rhea how they work. And
Yeah.
and you all clamber down, looking to one another in the circle of the wagons. And what do you say?
I really didn't expect that to work.
I really wanted to turn him into a killer whale.
Listen, I told you all, I had a plan. We did it, and we came out okay. Surprisingly.
I'm certain all of that was thanks to you and your plan. Congratulations to
I-
Lee.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was all me. I'm saying it. I'm just happy we all came out okay.
No, I honestly expected you to get breathed, like just decimated by a breath weapon.
This is true.
Well,
This is much
have
better
to be
than I could've-
honest. Rhea, thank you for preparing me beforehand, because when I picked up that orb, I felt an immense power trying to control me inside it.
It's still lingering in your mind. You can still feel the tendrils
No.
of that dread. No, just the echoes of that effect. It's still there. It just can't control you.
My God, can we put it in something?
You can't escape forever. You will
No.
be mine, Brothwen.
Oh, God.
Hey, can't he hate him?
Still in my head.
Rhea's gonna look at everybody just like thunderstruck and be like, that was so fun. I hate demons. Oh, for the good of Tolm. And then like walk back towards the, like, yes.
I do hate demons, but where were the demons?
Shh, shh, shh.
Oh no!
There wasn't even any devils. That was the least Hell's encounter in the whole thing.
Well, yeah, you're right.
We did get
Hey.
some food.
Rhea
You know
doesn't
what,
know.
people?
She's been hiding in Elturel this whole time.
That was the final. That was the final push, guys. I'm officially mortified between not knowing what paladins do and.
No,
You-
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Lincoln like looks at Rhea and is like, dragons could be demons, probably.
I'm gonna look at Fire Ma.
Theo is going to walk up to Rhea. Alright, Rhea. Now that you understand, now that you've gotten a taste of the adventures we go through down here in Entrel, I'm assuming you're gonna stick with us through it.
She's gonna look
Or
like
not.
actually angry and be like, "Where would I go?"
Or not. You can just leave.
I didn't know if... I'm just making sure if you didn't want to return to Elturel.
The side eye is real.
No,
Towards-
Theo has a
towards
good
Lincoln.
point. Theo has a good point. As over on the side of this vast hall that you've parked up in, there are the remnants of a shattered grand window that looked out on whatever pleasure gardens used to flourish outside these walls. And as you are talking to each other, the rim of this window starts to glow, and a curtain of light, a curtain of Torm's light, descends, filling the window, and emerging through that curtain of Torm's light. Once more, you see the Angel of Torm that addressed you in the High Hall in Elturel. Just a second.
And
Lincoln's been mimicking Theo / Leannister this whole time, trying to be like, get that gravitas. It's like,
Rhea Mantlemorn. You have been tested, but you are yet to make your oath. Come forth. Kneel. Do you swear, in the name of Torm, to uphold his values, defend the defenseless, and aid your fellows in the salvation of Elturel?
I swear.
No matter what the Hells throws at you, will you keep this oath until the end of your natural days?
I will.
Then rise. For you are now truly a paladin of Tall.
And it
She's
slowly
just beaming.
drifts back and disappears through that veil. And as it does so, it just diffuses out. And you can just see the ruins of the pleasure palace beyond the walls once more.
Finally, that finally happened. Oh my god. And she's like so just like elated and is like and turned away from the other. She's like, oh my god, it finally happened. Oh my god. And then like realizing there are people behind her and she's gonna be like and turn around like without the giddy elated look on her face. Right. This was right. And then she's gonna look at Lincoln and be like, I'm not going anywhere.
I know that look. I know you're not. Sweet. Let's go get all this shit back to Mad Maggie, eh?
Let's. I haven't met Mad Maggie yet. Mad Maggie? Who's Mad Maggie?
Are we not? I thought the plan was to free the creature, yes?
Oh, we're doing more of that? Cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I have an appointment with it about Balgura.
God damn it.
Neat.
Now I have to rewrite my epilogue. I'd written a whole section into the epilogue where the Balgora comes and kills your relatives of distant decades because you forgot about it in the Hells.
Horrific.
Back
Thank
to the
you, I
drawing
hate
board. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, Balgura is a demon.
I hate demons.
There you go.
There we are.
Boom. There it is. Okay. So, you clamber up once more into your machines and go traveling once more across Avernus. Orvin. 2d8,
Yep.
please.
Two and a 5.
All right. So, you once more. I think it's only the once, right? That you've gotten lost, which is what brought you to this place in the first place.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So yes, you find yourselves approaching that bluff up above the cliffs, up above the river Styx, and you can see the large black obelisks hanging ponderously over the edge as you gun your machines up. Fire more, yes.
Horvin got lost once, but Theo got lost once again.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Bring us to the same spot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Mr. Larson, eventually, yeah. Sorry. We have an alternative epilogue in chat here. Epilogue. Everyone died.
Haha.
At
I
some
don't subscribe
point.
to that canon.
You know,
I mean-
I hope that doesn't happen.
I mean, on their own terms, I suppose. Yeah. Now, as you drive the war machines up around the curve of this natural ramp up to the top, you see, in their human form once more, pretending to be Cleobus, wasn't it? Hey, Mudbluff. Thank you for coming by.
The Magnificent.
The Magnificent, indeed.
Yep, that is correct.
Because they do not want to be seen as a demon here, helpless and
the
unable to
best.
escape. This would be like a cage match for devils if they could find him here and able to run away. So he, in his human mage form, is sat on top of one of the fallen stones, just kind of dejectedly kicking his heels back and forth. And he looks up and he's like, Oh, my friends, you came back, thank you.
I have in my notes that his name was Ubalux.
Sounds good.
Um,
I have the book right here, but that sounds good.
Uberlux,
Uberlux.
I mean, I said I would come back, and I have a way for you to get out of this circle as well.
Rhea, Rhea,
Yeah,
you hate demons.
I know.
I've heard you say it several times.
Yeah, I just continue to remind everyone, just so everyone knows, I'm not for this.
There's one right there.
Yeah. We, why?
Actually, yeah. Why, Horvin?
A deal was made.
I'm actually mostly with you. I also hate demons.
Rhea's just gonna like casual fist bump, not even looking up.
It's his. This. I feel like this is either his fault, points to Horvin, or somehow his fault points to Theo/Lyanniston. And Lincoln's gonna say it. So I'm just gonna step away. Just gonna remove myself.
This thing is going to cause so much harm. Why would you?
Horvin,
she's-
Lincoln, Firemore, Rhea, do any of you speak Abyssal?
Oh.
I'm-
Not anymore.
I know you do. That's
Nope.
why you're not. Okay.
Not anymore. I used to speak it, and then I changed it to Infernal.
I
No,
see.
sir.
Oops.
Cleobus, well, the Balgura turns to you, Theo. And, Ubelux, yes. Ubelux turns to you, Theo, and in Abyssal, he says, "Why are you with these pathetic things, brother?"
Pathetic, brother. These right here are my family, my crew.
My ride or die.
I repeat, why do you run with them when you bear the marks of another?
Marks. What do you mean? What?
He gestures to your tattoos.
They're getting to know each other. It's cute.
These are. I got them done by. Like, what?
Yes. All cultists get them done.
Cultist?
He's showing him his neck. It's a sign of. They're getting close.
Oh, you're narrating. I see.
Yeah, he's flashing the neck tattoo. I'm telling everyone.
That
Like I
Reach-
said,
Reaches up and slowly
Interpret Abyssal.
look at this, guys. This is
unleashes
crazy.
a button.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
It's like that book I read, Tusk Love, except with demons. Demon Amour.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that one. I like that one.
I can assure you I'm no cultist.
Then why do you bear the marks of Yinogu's faithful?
Not even aware of such a name.
Surely you felt his power through these markings. For is he not the Beast of Butchery? I'm sure it stood you well in your fights down here. The Abyss thanks you for your service.
What exactly am I serving?
Yinogu himself.
Who is this, Beast of Butchery? What is he?
What is he? How did you get through the ranks to rise so high whilst being so stupid?
For real.
My six pops up. God damn it!
Boom above your head again. Sorry. Thank you, the other Josh out. The other Josh out.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware. I thought I was getting tattoos with magic powers. I didn't know I was becoming a cultist for a being I didn't even know existed.
Oh, your future is bright, friend. If you did not choose this path, then it was chosen for you. Yinogu smiles on you. What's everyone else doing while this exchange is happening?
So Lincoln
Rhea
is
would have interrupted, but
translating.
I don't want to interrupt.
In Abyssal.
Lincoln's translating. So he just said, I've never felt this way before, but I don't even know I've seen it in my entire life. It's something about the way you flicker between humanity and that bestial demon form. And then he replied, I'm interested in your affections, mere mortal man. Along those lines.
And at that,
Can you
Okay.
just go tell him what he needs to do?
Yeah. Ubalux, the only way for you to get out of this circle is to swear fealty to Mephistopheles.
Sorry, that was funny to me.
Theo, mid-conversation, Horvin comes over and starts speaking and says that. And he... Oh, yes, here we go. His head whips round. Do what?
That's the solution. Swear fealty to Mephistopheles.
Is he not one of them?
Sure, but, I mean, you want out of the circle, right?
There must be another way.
According to my research, no.
He turns to you, Theo. And once more in Abyssal. I swear, if you tell anyone, I will tear you limb from limb. Oh, for fuck's sake! And he spins round and drops to his knees. And still in Abyssal, because he doesn't want to say it in any other language. So, you know, it's like minimizing who can understand. And he's spitting out each word with utter contempt. Swear loyalty and fealty to Mephistopheles.
He got down on his knees for Theo. Oh my god, their relationship moves so quickly. It's cute.
will you stop that? I do not like what's happening here.
And as he does that,
This is how I cope.
there's a tinkling, icy, crystalline sound right on the edge of your hearing as frost starts to spread across the surface of all of the stones, as little spider webs of ice reach across the surface, encasing one by one each of the stones, covering and filling in all of the the infernal runes that are covering the surfaces. And as these icy crystals encase each of the monolith stone circles, upright stones, they become entirely encased, just going completely white. And then that cracking, as if a months-old icy lake, frozen solid for the whole season, is finally feeling the touch of spring, and the ice is beginning to crack, and you hear that strange echoing as the ice encases these stones, and then with an almighty I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as all of the stones explode in shards. of
Natural
ruin.
20.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
We getting a 19.
Nice.
I'm also getting a 19.
Sweet.
16.
Okay.
5.
Okay. So,
Wait, I have inspiration. Hold on. That is an extra D8.
Yes.
Better roll that 8.
Okay, no, it's 7.
Okay. So, Horvin takes 22 bludgeoning damage. The rest of you take 11 as you dive for cover as these rocks just go hurtling through the air. And the dust settles, and the ice melts into the sands.
Orvan's down.
The Balgora stands, looks at you, Theo, and in Abyssal once more. As I said, puny. If he survives, give him my thanks. And just goes and jumps off the edge of the escarpment and swings down, and you can see him disappearing off across the sands of Avernus.
Rhea's disgusted.
Horvin, death saving throw.
He left you at the altar just like that.
I missed that, Emma.
It's okay.
5.
Okay. And another.
What?
Nobody's doing anything.
Oh my god,
Wait,
No, I'm down.
We're just
I'm,
staring at his lifeless corpse
I
like
got a 12.
12,
Lincoln
okay.
will Lincoln will heal him.
Yeah.
He'll he'll just like poke him with the toe of his boot.
Hey, hey,
and
buddy.
give you
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? I'll give you a cure wounds at 4th level because fuck it.
Why not?
Why not? Also, you need it.
I'm sorry, Alicia. I'm sorry.
I'm never doing high level healing again. Every time I do it, it's terrible. 12 plus 5, 17 HP.
Okay.
A 1 and 2 3s on those, and then like a 5. That was fine, but you know.
Horvin,
Yeah.
the contract completes. There's a faint puff of sulfurous smoke as the completed contract incinerates itself and vanishes.
I have to say, I'm getting very tired of this. But
Orvan,
it's done.
Are you okay?
I will be.
Tired of consorting with demons?
Yeah, I would say that.
Look,
Me too.
I think we kind of have to we have to go with them to get shit done.
Demons?
I'm-
No. Devils, maybe.
Well, and his identity was unclear in the beginning,
True, true.
so that made things a little confusing.
I retract my previous statement in favor of this one. Fuck it, we're in the hell.
We're in the hell.
We're in the hell.
I second
This
that.
one hell. Yep.
Orvan,
Yeah,
you heard the name that we were talking about, right? We were he told me about this name of Yinogu? I mean, you all heard us talking, right?
No.
no.
In a different language.
The language.
Ah, sounded like some like kind of infernal screeching, except more like abyssal screeching.
We were speaking normal common, were we not?
No.
Nah. Like foghorns, but worse. Like onga.
You are speaking no, I don't know if that's true. No earthly language?
Sure.
Yeah, you're speaking no earthly language.
I was not even aware I knew another language.
You've got lots of layers to you, Theo.
Yeah,
You need
we
to start
can-
peeling them back.
Oh,
I
Karen, are you still here? Sorry, he just quoted something that we went through in Answer the Abyss.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Theo's kind of like visibly shaking, like where more
Hey,
cultist of Inogu tattoo. Am I just becoming a tool of slaughter?
hey, Lee. You're gonna figure this out. I don't know how. I'm not sure if I'm gonna help you or if any. I'm sure the rest of them will. But you'll figure this out and it'll be fine. Probably.
Alright then.
give me a second, Theo.
Yeah, see, Horven's guide is already.
We so we did get the new book.
Yes, you did.
So I would like to take a second to sit down and fiddle with that for a little bit, and I'll say to the others, like, I'm gonna do some research into my notes on that name. Sit tight.
Alright.
Okay.
And we sit.
Plunk.
So. Wonder if he was actually seducing that demon. It didn't look like it went well if he was. No, he wasn't, was he?
No, there was
Oh,
no
you're
such-
here, hey. Not yet.
So
Horven,
John, yeah.
as you pop a squat and starts to almost ritualistically lay out the various tomes of your library, each of them in order, alphabetically. And finally, at the end of the line, you place the new one. And as you do, the markings on the cover of all of the books starts to glow as the various names and runes and lines and engravings on the covers, the illustrations, the illuminations, never a truer name for them, as they light up, feeding off each other's power, welcoming this new tome to their number. And as you look through the pages of this new book, you realize that if you so choose, this book can be read at the start of the day, and for the duration of that day, you will either be very, very lucky, or very, very unlucky.
Oh my god. You gave this to the perfect character.
Hmm. Very interesting.
And as you close it reverentially, the lights from the various titles glows brighter. And as before, the books start to rise slowly up off the sands, off the stone that you laid them upon, and they slowly start to spiral around you, gathering speed. And Rhea, you've never seen this before, but the others
No, I'm
have in Mordenkainen's tower, as Horvin is lifted up as this golden trailing books are spinning around him, their pages rustling in this eldritch wind, and the power is coming off them into his body and infusing them with all the knowledge that they contain, all of the power that they have at their access to. And Horvin, you feel your spellcasting powers being enriched by this extra knowledge, your ability to channel the sorcerous winds becoming more under your control. And as the glow starts to subside, you gently lower back down to the floor of the plains of Avernus. And one by one, the books slowly curving still around your form alights back very precisely, very neatly, exactly where you'd laid them out. And the color, the bright glow from each of their covers slowly disappears as the energies subside, and your library is one book stronger.
Super librarian, I say to Rhea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just completely not knowing what to make of this at all.
We'll
Right.
eat books and consort with demons in this team. Except for Flammable.
And me.
And you.
I can start with dragons, so.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
are you taking a short rest?
Hell
Oh,
yeah?
Yes.
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Something most of my groups tend to forget exists.
I'm going to
Oh,
take
yeah.
1 hit dice too.
Please do.
I'm just gonna keep
Hor-
rolling.
Horvin
so
just,
I
all of his
have
sit there on a
max.
cup and just downs it. Ah. gimme.
Alright.
Not quite yet full, but full enough.
Welcome on by,
Neat.
everyone. Hope you're having a great evening. Welcome to the
Yeah.
weekend. Or just a little bit more for some of you.
Ooh, recover. I like this.
Nice. As our players take their short rest, you sit around discussing what's going to happen next.
So I jumped the gun a bit earlier. Are we gonna go back to Maggie at some point?
I think the next order of business is Quetuic.
Oh yeah.
We need to work on Elturel. We need to break the chains.
Okay.
Yes, you are told that the demonic entity, I'm sorry, Rhea, there's more demons in your future. The demonic entity, Krokektuek, has the power to break the infernal chains binding Elturel, much like this one right here, right next to me, and Theo. And you were told that this strange beast was last seen in the vicinity of the Bleeding Citadel. And Lulu, bless her, timidly pokes her trunk out from around the edge of the war machine, and she comes flying out. So, is it time to go and try and retrieve Zariel's sword?
I think
There's a lot happening.
it's time.
Alright, everyone. We know our next course of action.
Yeah. Let's go, I guess.
Let's make haste.
Very well.
How's Lulu looking?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As in her, rather than like health-wise, just mental health-wise. Where's her thought process at? Okay, I want to look at Lulu and just be like, hey Lulu,
Yes?
Just hover next to me for a hot second.
Pleasure.
She speaks Celestial, right?
Good question. I think so, yes. I'd be surprised if she didn't.
You guys just hear angel song coming out of Lincoln's mouth for a second there.
Yes,
And I speak Celestial.
it's the only language she speaks. Everything else has been telepathic.
Amazing. So I'm gonna say in Celestial. Hey. So we're gonna go get Zariel's sword. And just my regular check-in that you're not having any ideas about redemption. Just you gotta keep having this conversation. It's an open system, you know?
Lincoln,
I tell you how I'm feeling, you tell me how you're feeling, yeah?
I've never given up on you. I think you can be redeemed.
Wow, I was talking about Zariel, but ouch! Get away! Just loose, swats her away like a fly.
Don't talk me, I'm angry now.
She goes over to you, Theo, Lee Alistair Brothwin.
Oh.
What were you talking about before? You said something sounded horrible and nasty sounding language.
Yes, Lulu is very nasty indeed, but that demon told me that these tattoos have the power of this being called Inogu.
And her trunk flies back as her mouth goes wide and her eyes go wild, and she zips around the back of the war machines and disappears from view.
Lulu.
Do I know this name, John?
Give me a history check. Theo, yes, what do you do? Do you follow?
I don't, like, I just kind of slowly walk, like, Lulu, I promise you, I'm fine, but you seem scared. Do you know of this, you know,
20, John.
And she's... Thank you. She's crouched on the ground, visibly shivering. And her eyes are closed, pinched shut, as if trying to will something away. No, it's not you. I remembered something. That name. The Demon Lord. Inogu's a Demon Lord.
What? Demon Lord? What exactly is...
All I remember is that he wants to destroy Zariel's sword. He hates it as much as he hates her. We fought him once, but I don't remember where. I'm sorry. Horvin, back around the other side. You have indeed heard that name before. You know the Demon Lord Inogu, also known as the Beast of Butchery, is the Lord of Gnolls, those crazed, bestial monsters known for terrorizing settlements up and down Faerun. And from scattered reports of the ravings of madmen that had claimed to have seen him, and cultists under duress and torture that were forced to speak, from what you recall, from what you remember, it is a giant creature when it forms as an avatar, with matted fur covered with patchwork armor made from discarded shields, breastplates and things, held together by chains, and the flayed skin of its fiercest foes. Its face, that of a pure predator, grins with malicious fury. you know that whenever he's reported to have been hunting on the material plane, he was always followed by packs of hyenas in his wake. And the hyenas that ate those that the Demon Lord killed would be transformed into gnolls. That's all you know.
That's really cool, Orange.
Nice one.
I love that.
My God. Inogu, the Lord of Knolls?
Now, Theo and Lulu have disappeared at this point. They ran away around the other side.
I would
Theo,
think that Horvin would, like, remembering to, like, that he told Theo that he was going to look into the name, he would have, like, flipped through his notes and found it and just kind of mumbled that to himself.
Yeah. Theo, Lulu is like, look, what's your connection with this foul entity?
These. And he reveals the tattoos and all that.
And she winces away from them. Where did you get those?
Seemed like it was just a merchant. I thought.
No merchants could inscribe those upon your skin. Those are marks of the abyss.
I'm sorry, Lulu. I wasn't aware.
Cover them up, please.
Yeah, of course.
Theo, I don't know what you've got yourself mixed up in, but all you had to do was put a different language on your character sheet. No, sorry. Sorry. I don't know what you've got yourself mixed up in, but if we don't get that sword before Yinogu does, then all is lost. We will have no chance to deal with Zariel.
Well then, we'll make haste. We'll get Zariel's sword.
We must. She flaps her wings and flies up over the war machine and back down to everyone. All of you, gather. Oh, Famo, you're back. Good. Gather around.
Certainly.
Theo, I'm afraid, bears the mark of the abyss. They will know where we are. They may know what we're about. I don't know where or how this happened. Camera zooms in on Lincoln. Let's go and get tattoos in the Wandering Market, the Wandering Emporium.
And Lincoln didn't get the one that has a connection to the abyss after all this. Damn it!
I think the agent of the abyss that did this went to give them to you and like just felt the aura of the hells coming off you and your connection to Oxrian and Asmodeus is looking on you. It was just like no. No.
Not like this.
I choose you. I do not choose you. Okay. And so Lulu's like, we must get to the Bleeding Citadel as soon as possible. Lincoln, we need you.
Oh, right. What for?
Lincoln, with
Yes, that thing.
your skull so bright, won't you guide the caravan?
So-
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can make it do this thing where it like does this like beam
Yes.
and like it
As you
takes
still
me there.
have the skull of Harriman
Yeah,
attached to the front of the Black Parade,
I think
pointing
it's, yeah.
unerringly. Yes, sorry, Lincoln.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think it's like a lightsaber, just like zoom.
I think you can choose if you want headlights on your cool ride. You just blaze
Sure.
out.
I'll make it headlights to fit the aesthetic.
The other oh god, what's his name? What was the dude from the Hellrider script?
Oh god.
Names.
G.
That guy. Anyway, yes, he.
Orlanthius?
Orlanthius, thank you. Well done. Orlanthius.
There was no G in there.
Snaps for Horven, who is actually Colby, who also knows all things.
Orlanthius told you that the skull would always point to the bleeding citadel. So
Yeah.
sometimes it looks a bit off.
I remember the
it's, like,
pointing bit. I didn't remember the name of the place.
looking in strange directions. But yes, you do not need to make a roll if you make that journey because it will always guide you true.
Well, I guess it's time.
I guess it is. Right, I'm gonna get on this thing, and I'm gonna go and get on my Black Parade.
Okay, look.
Rev it up. I'm gonna pat Harriman's skull and just gonna say, I'm just gonna whisper to it, remember when you fucking murdered me? Guess what? Now you work for me. Show me where to go. And I give it a little pat on the cheek.
Aww.
Fantastic.
You're my little bee. No.
And as you rev those engines and emerge from the ruins of this pleasure palace, Lincoln takes the lead as the demon grinder and the tour bus fall in behind, and you go barreling across the plains towards the location of what can only be the bleeding citadel.
Lincoln's gonna pull ahead a tiny bit, and using the sound of the engines and everything, and the wind and the sand, just take a moment to scream. Like, it's like a screamo scream at first, and then it gets all too real. And then he just stops and he keeps going.
Nice.
That's it.
After
You needed that.
what feels like hours of journeying through this endless hellscape, you see devils. Give them a long, a wide berth. Thank you for the follow. The devils aren't following you. It's okay. It's Boxer 130. Thank you very much. A Boxer devil. Jukes up. Okay, no. And as you do, occasionally observe various denizens of this plane and all of the different geographical features, and again you see a wall of sand as one of the storms goes rolling across the plains, but just thousands of kilometers away. And I got to experience this when I was in the US, in the southwest there, just seeing whole weather systems just moving across the plains because you can see so far. It's like that, but it's all shifted to the red end of the spectrum.
If you're in the southwest, you can experience that as well.
True.
I lived in Phoenix. You get this when they get this season where it's called a haboob. It's a giant.
No, it's not.
Look it up. It's called a haboob. It's a giant wall of sand that comes in, and the whole sky turns orange. It's really weird.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, they have them in Australia too, right? I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, it's called a haboob because it's Arabic, actually. The word is Arabic.
I see. And yeah, you see one of those just rolling across the plains. Hello, cartographer. What are you waffling about? Sorry, the music was too loud. Missed it.
You see the haboob? It approaches quickly up on your left side.
Thank you, cartographer. And you, with the cartographer's aid, you give it a wide berth and manage to avoid the dangers of said storms. And you carry on your way until I turn the book to chapter 4. a new chapter of our book here.
Oh my goodness.
And as you crest over a ridge and start to descend down the other side, you see it far away, rising up like a supperus, just weeping sore on the landscape as this scab tissue, the whole plane itself in its disgust for the structure, has built up around the aptly named Bleeding Citadel. You see this great, disgusting scab, the size of a large hill, rising up from a stinking swamp of blood. The domed top of an alabaster temple pokes through the scab, and many black iron chains of Avernus converge on the building, attaching within to the grotesque mound. And whichever of you, I think Rhea, Lulu is with you in the tour bus, and as she is glued to whichever little kind of viewport is at the front there, you hear her talking to herself almost. This is it. This is it. Rhea, we're here. This is where it happened. Zariel's most loyal Hell Rider, Yale, took the sword and plunged it into a rock. And I called on every ounce of goodness in my heart to raise a shield around it, even as the devils closed in around us. A fortress.
I know this treasure. Cynics? No, you don't, because there is no treasure.
I know, I can't hear John.
I'm just waiting for the cartographer to shut up. Okay. I called in every ounce of goodness in my heart to raise the shield around it. A fortress against the evils that were just upon our heels. And as you do see her have this recollection, there's this like a faint shimmer, and all of her fur, that soft, downy kind of yellowish fur, all stands up like it's been static, like static electricity on it. And she's like, Rhea, I remember it all. I remember it all. And she zooms down the length of the tour bus, smacks into the door at the back, and just barrels out into the air on the far side. Horvin, you see Lulu just whoosh out the back and spiral up into the air. I remember it all, everyone. I remember it all. And she whooshed up into her full mammoth size, still flying. I am Lulu, Mount of the Angel Zariel, and I will aid you.
Oh my goodness, this is cool.
Oh, shit.
That
Oh
was
my
really good.
god. I'm into it. I'm
She's
so into it. So long as
flying.
she
Does
doesn't
this mean we
like
can
Zariel.
ride Lulu?
Absolutely.
Oh shit, can we ride Lulu?
Absolutely.
Oh my god,
Oh
can we
my
look
God.
at the
Question.
Next time you go back to Elturel, you were going back in style. Sod Mooncolor.
Sorry, Minka.
Yeah, yeah.
You were cute while you
No more.
lasted.
No more
Sorry.
being thrown around by Hufflins.
Moon color. Goodbye. We have Lulu now.
All right.
Lulu,
Yes.
you can get up there.
Thank you, Lincoln.
You still hate Zariel, yeah?
She will pay for her betrayal.
Good. Okay, it's fine. Lincoln accelerates after a brief stall.
Lulu became like a war-torn veteran. Like,
Yeah!
When I said she remembered everything, she remembered some shit. She remembered some shit.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, you come driving down the last bit, and you stop the war machines before they get bogged down in this fetid blood swamp that surrounds the citadel. Now, there is a rather spectacular picture that I would really like to show you.
I want to see.
If you give me a moment, because my entire browser decided to shut down, so I've restarted it. Thankfully, Sirenscape just keeps playing whatever it was you were playing before, if you don't turn it off. So that worked out. How's everyone doing in this brief technology break?
All good and horrified, but great.
New sound sets. The Scab.
So much has happened this session.
Oh yeah,
Goodness.
I told you. That's what it's called. It's right there on the can.
Get
Descent
ready for a ride.
into Avernus. Endgame.
Oh, is this?
Getting closer.
Oh
We're
my
getting
god,
closer and
no.
closer. I mean, we are in chapter 4 now.
No. Okay.
No, why?
Can we
Why
go back
no?
to Mad Maggie? I don't want it to end yet.
I knew you
I'm
loved
not
her. I
really-
knew you loved her. Okay, sorry.
Mm.
My poor little computer is going, oh, so many things, all of the things. I didn't say a proper hello. Hey, Daffodilly, thank you for coming by again. It's always a pleasure. Quizchuckers UK. Whilst we're waiting on our Roll20, let's have a little talk about tomorrow, shall we? We have
Oh,
a
yeah.
small advertisement break here, people. Do
Yeah.
come back at this time, same place tomorrow evening, as we have a very, very special thing for you all, as our good friends of Twitcherdom, Quizjunkies UK, Carney Sideshow, and Orenji, with two of their finest from each of those wonderful channels, will be joining me for a one-time only Humblewood one-shot, which
I love it.
has something to do with Stephanie. What did you do, Stephanie?
Oh, I keep it to myself?
Oh, yes, please.
That's a dangerous question, John.
Yeah,
You gotta
don't
tell
answer
me
that. Don't answer that.
beforehand.
They're right there in chat. So
Wouldn't they like to know?
you only have to wait one more day, because hats off, Stephanie did figure it out.
I did. I was very pleased with myself. I was very pleased with myself.
I do hope you haven't even told Colby, please.
No, I
Excellent,
haven't.
excellent,
I
excellent.
haven't.
Bravo. So, we will be kicking off 9:30 as I come rushing back. Hopefully my last class cancels, as they do sometimes. And as I come rushing back from work, and we will be kicking off 9:30 Japanese time, which will be 8:30 on the East Coast, and ungodly times everywhere else. Except unless you're in the UK, like the fine fellows over at Quizjunkies UK, which will be a very agreeable late lunchtime on a Saturday afternoon. But yes, have a look at the Twitter. I've introduced all of the characters now, all 6 of these fine, wonderful characters. The art is there, and all of them are arrayed with a very hungry-looking fox Carney Sideshow. I'm very, very concerned about this Vulpin as he looms over all of these morsel-sized humble folk. So, roll 20, come on. I'm not sure if Vicky's still around. Sirenscape is doing us proud. Roll 20, on the other hand, could do better.
I have to say, when Lulu got big, I just wanted to be like, Lulu, you're big! And then I realized that was a Tarina reaction, and I was like, my heart.
Oh.
Yes.
I was like, Rhea, what
Anyone-
would Rhea say? Probably.
Anyone very new to the stream? 8:30 a.m. East Coast. Yeah, that's right. 8:30 a.m. Nice breakfast gaming for you there, Daffodilly. Is that where you're at? Are you on the East Coast? Okay. So we have contact. Give me them handouts. Where are you at? Da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, Avernus. Now the question is, does this have it in here already, or are these the ones I've just shown you already? They're the ones I showed already. Okay, we need to go down here then, all the way down to chapter 4. Found it. All right, so this is what you see as the music swells to reveal the Scab.
My
Oh,
Let me zoom on for this for you, chat. Here we go. Incoming.
Ew! Oh,
It's
it's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Lulu
like
bolts
it-
as well. She's like, "Ugh, what happened to my beautiful citadel? As this separating sore of a scab, as Avernus itself is trying to reject the goodness of this place, and is trying to just consume it and destroy it. The
That's really
scab
grim.
is 300 feet high.
Oh,
No.
that's so much worse.
So, let's have a look here. Lulu. Excuse you.
Is that the mammoth? With you?
What are we doing here?
Lulu's like, sorry. Okay. Wonder what that was supposed to be. Random. Okay. I'm sure. Oh! Cobra Rex. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on down. Oh, this. Vicky's lolly. Vicky, please, what was that?
Someone
Sick.
tell us.
Not my department. Not my department. Okay. I'm very excited. I just opened up the Scab sound set for the first time. So, here we are, everyone, as we are approaching. Now, Lulu turns to you all and actually down to her normal, cute, adorable size. And she comes fluttering around, still with a bit of gas, unfortunately, but she comes fluttering around. She's like, we have to go fast. Not only is Yunogu got these sights on this place, but I fear if we leave it too long, the entire citadel will be engulfed.
We'll
Yeah.
make it there as best we can.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's,
The citadel only has one entrance. And I'm afraid it's
uh-huh.
below all of that at ground level.
Right.
I'm pretty good at carving, but I don't think I'm that good.
I had some ideas about how we could get in, but I don't know. I don't think it's sustainable, especially not that I've used some spell slots. I'm just thinking we could dimension door through a little bit, but There's a
Stephanie
lot
has
of us.
failed her Constitution saving throw, but Rhea's like, looks at Firemon and be like, yes, we'll carve our way. But I personally am aghast.
hmm.
Okay. So, you are going to approach how and where? Which parts of the scab are you going to walk towards? Did I say it's called the scab?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, it is called.
Uh,
we are aware it is called.
The part that looks like it's near the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
does
have-
Lulu know where the door
Lulu
is?
should lead us to the vague area.
Yes, looking up at the formation of the towers and things at the top, she does have a vague idea which way to go, yes. And she starts to lead you. Now, everyone, we are going to enter into a little skill challenge. Not a true thing of this edition, but something that should have been left over from 4th edition. Josh?
Yes.
Right, they're from 4th, aren't they? Yes. And I'm very fond of them, so we will be using them here. Sorry, music. Let's get this fortress music. New music. Yay, yay. So, I need you to tell me which of your skills you want to bring to bear to assist in making your way through this fetid, glooping, steaming swamp of blood.
Okay, let me.
It's gotta be the brute force athletics check.
Okay, okay.
Just grabbing and pulling, grabbing and pulling.
Now, everyone, we've done one before, haven't we? I know I've done them in other streams.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
there
have,
is. You need 3 successes without gaining a certain amount of failures. The amount of failures is determined by the difficulty of the challenge. If it's a very, very difficult one, then it's 3 and 3. Sometimes I don't see anyone do one with like less failures than successes. That would be scary. But and very, very nice ones are like 3 successes before like 6 failures or 9 failures even. So I have a number up here, ready to go. So you see the vast infernal iron chains reaching up to the citadel, and then the separating, bubbling, almost viscous-looking pools of blood, with small parts of rock and land breaking through the surface. Now, what are you going to do, and then attach a skill to that, please? This is more than a mere mechanical endeavor.
So, I want to understand the terrain a bit.
Yes.
Walking forwards, solid ground, or are there like veins? Like, we're kind of seeing this red stuff poking through.
Yeah. Take it as is here. So there are islands. There are small kind of like bars.
It's like a lake rather than like a bog or something that we could wade through.
You could wait if you wish.
Oh, we gotta get through. Oh, get to it first. Oh, okay. I thought we were cutting our way through the scab itself.
I have major good acrobatics. Is there any way I could pick a path across this bog to show the others the way with my mad skills?
I think an acrobatics check would be just what you need to balance your way at least part way up one of those chains and get a vantage point from which to spy a fortuitous route. Why does the bard have acrobatics?
I'm
sick knee slides.
I'm great at charisma and wisdom and dex.
I actually think Lincoln, he has better acrobatics than me.
I'm proficient.
That's amazing.
Yep,
the bard is better than the rogue. That's amazing.
It is a 15.
Okay. Noted.
Also, bards get that crazy thing where they get a half proficiency added as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Lincoln.
You don't want to know what my persuasion is.
As this jagged chain, these huge links, very similar to the ones that are pulling Elturel forever down into the waters of the river Styx. You starts to clamber up on top of these jagged, sturdy links of infernal iron, and you slip a little in some kind of substance that's adhered to them, but you manage to keep your balance and walk slowly up until you get a decent viewpoint. And indeed, you spot a series of islands and sandbars almost jutting up out of the blood that will lead to the base of the scab. Congratulations. So, that's Lincoln's turn. What does everyone else like to do?
Happy with that.
I would like to, I was going to use my perception, but Lincoln's kind of already done that. So can I use my perception to see if there are any, traps or, blood geysers or enemies about?
I think if you're looking for environmental effects, that would be survival.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. Of course, Daffodilly. We're going to all to be dramatic.
Dramatic.
I got a 13.
Okie doke. You see where Lincoln is gestured and is pointing for this fortuitous route, this possible way through, and you look at the surface of the swamp and try and get a feel for any kind of pattern, any kind of effects and environmental dangers that may be present. And you think you've got a good idea of what lies ahead. Firemore, Horvin, Theo.
This is a citadel. Would it be possible for Horvin to do like either a history check or a religion check, based on like what architecture he can see of the building, to try to, I don't know, make an educated guess as to how it might be laid out, or like what might be the quickest path, as the crow flies, to a safe entry point. Ha ha ha. On the citadel.
I think a history check could give you an overall understanding of religious architecture. And that would give you a good idea, looking up at the portion of the citadel that is still uncovered, as to which part of the scab. And you could assist Lulu's memory of guiding you to the correct spot. Yes.
Sweet.
So, give me a history check, please.
24.
24. Nice. Okay. You appraise the structure. And you're like, yes, this is reminiscent of various Tormish, traditions, and if that is the style of minaret that you are familiar with, then surely it must be over there. Let's just pull that
I like
mouse. Sorry.
No, that was beautiful.
Ray, you're Tomish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's true.
What that disembodied voice said. Okay, so you succeed in your appraisal. Theo, Firemore.
Well, if we've identified where the entrance is going to be, and it's under a semi-fleshy mass,
It's not semi. It's very, very fleshy.
a very fleshy mass. The thing to do is to take my hatchets, which you very rarely see. You've seen him throw them a few times in a pinch, and just start.
So it's like Firemore's pitching a movie script. It's like, you will accept. He's like throwing these axes around.
It's true. That's exactly what happened.
All these Waterdeep movie execs ducking out of the way.
No.
You know what?
That suits Waterdeep. It does.
They always say yes.
He's not had a bad movie idea yet.
Producer extraordinaire.
And we're gonna start just cutting our way in, digging in.
Okay, well then we'll keep that for a moment because we're not there just yet. Theo.
So Theo is going to carefully and stealthily tread forward as to in front,
stealthily.
waiting for, like if Lincoln sees anything or Rayo to warn me of anything about the environment, as if something happens, I can, stay quiet and stay hidden.
Okay.
That's going to be 23.
Okay. you help everyone to keep stealthy and quiet and keep an overall view on everything and tell everyone what needs to be done as you slowly pick your way through this blood swamp, approaching ever closer to the scab. Now, just a moment, please. Let's click on this and see what happens. Warning, I do not know what's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
I love that. There's something really powerful about that.
As you slowly pick your way through these bubbling pools, you, Theo, moving ahead, are suddenly engulfed as a blood geyser erupts from the pool to your side. I'm afraid, Rhea, you did not succeed in that roll.
A blood geyser.
A blood geyser comes.
Not a geyser. A geyser.
Geyser. All right.
Yes, an old man. I've been around for a long time.
And I'm covered in blood.
Actually, I'm made of blood.
Oh!
So, give me a dexterity saving throw, please, Theo.
That's going to be 21.
Rhea, that's not entirely your fault. Chat wanted it so bad.
Damn you, chat.
Okay. At least it got Theo. So that's all good. Theo.
Chat, thank you for coming to the stream. How dare you?
You're lucky, sir. You're lucky. You take a mere 2 fire damage as this boiling hot blood from this blood geyser with his kettle of blood.
You lied because he's Asian.
I'm afraid not, because
Oh,
this
what? Oh, dang
sticks to you and is unescapable.
Evasion would have worked there.
Dang it.
But I laughed.
Alright, how much fire
It
damage?
was a blood geyser.
Just 2.
2.
Yeah, it's because it's a blood
Okay.
geyser. He chases after you. Gets you nonetheless. Evade this, you little bastard.
Blood geysers defy all.
I just imagine the geezer like actually moving, like, evade this!
And you, having seen this happen once, figure it out. You're like, is this what you were looking for? And you heard a distinct popping sound and are able to predict when the next one comes. And there's an adorable scene as you help each other, a la Princess Bride. And just lift each other over as one just erupts behind you as you make your way successfully through the rest of the swamp. And arrive at the base of the scab. Firemore, now it is your turn, sir.
Let's start digging.
Athletics.
It's Firemore's time to shine.
Yeah, 27.
That is an amazing, amazing roll as you see Firemore just go at this tissue. To no avail. As you discover that down here at the base of the hill, the scab is as hard as rock. But
That just means I need a pick.
Oh, what?
the right tool for the job. Yes. Do you have a pick?
No.
Oh. Where's some Durgar? Any Durgar around? I'm just gonna
I
nip
have
to
a hammer and a crowbar.
Icewind Dale. I'll be right back.
Everyone, through your items!
Oh god. A pick? It'd be funny if one of us actually just had one. No.
Wait, what?
I put on my signet ring and flash it.
Hold on.
The most that I have is a piton and a hammer, so I could like really slowly just.
Let me check my spells.
Lulu's like, we don't have time. We need to get in.
If no one has a plan, then there is like a very scary backup plan.
Yes.
We have to climb
Uh,
and
Oh.
see what it's like up top. Yeah.
Would a stronger strength work? If there was like more strength against it, do you reckon that would work? For example, a T-Rex.
No.
Damn it.
think-
Okay.
Lulu thinks,
I don't
but
think so.
I think Firemore has a good idea. It might be softer up top, where it's newer, fresher.
Stop.
Sorry.
All right.
Just
Firemaw will climb.
with your, now you can use your piton.
Do you really have a?
What's that, Hovin? You muted. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Oh,
Go ahead. You can do my mic.
okay.
His headphones died.
Yeah, my headset died.
Well, that's super quiet. Okay. Come on,
okay,
get nice and close.
so,
There we go. Gaze lovingly into his ear hole.
Orvin kind of thumps himself in the head and realizes he's like, how could I forget? And he kind of pads around in his bag and he pulls out a potion of climbing that he
Hey.
acquired some time ago.
Nice.
And he will give it to Firemaw. Because that'll be easiest for him to get up there and then like tie up a rope and start pulling people up.
Okay.
How high is it?
300 feet.
I might need some more rope.
I will lend him my 50 feet of rope.
I will lend him my 50 feet of rope.
My
150
rope
feet.
is back at
You
the
have my
tower.
rope. My rope.
Suddenly a dwarf appears. And my act. Oh, sorry, wrong place.
Okay, I have 150 feet of rope for our 300-foot incline.
All
So
right.
we can do it in stages, maybe.
There are.
So,
It's not. Yeah, it's not just a smooth surface. There are mounds and lumps.
So,
So-
Firemaw will climb on ahead and incrementally have them join him.
Okay.
Yeah, the potion lasts for an hour, so your climbing speed is equal to your walking speed.
Nice. Excellent.
Just
excellent.
walk upwards.
Oh, and you have advantage on athletics checks.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Okie doke. So, let me just sort something here, because I didn't know we were going to get this far this evening, and we shall finish up here very soon. It's getting late over here in Japan. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Japan. Out there.
Whenever
Behind-
I teach the
behind
kids
that
country
curtain.
names and we say Japan, they always say it like Japan, and I think it's really fun.
It's where Geppetto lives.
Oh,
No. Okay. So, out of Jafaya. So, you go climbing up, and as you do so, and with the use of the gear and the ropes and everything, and being careful, it doesn't require any checks. It is a arduous but not dangerous climb. And you find yourselves climbing up, and as you do, you start to see up here where indeed the tissue is softer. You start to see indentations where the scab has clearly been attacked or dug at. And you climb past them even higher until at one point you arrive. We all have James Intricasso to thank for this section of the book. A wonderful man with
Don't
a
even want to see it.
disturbing mind.
I'm very concerned.
Just getting your tokens ready.
I'm gonna just.
Oh, not Serena.
Oh, okay. No, John.
Aww.
Sorry, she's still there.
Stop it!
Okay. As you... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Find yourselves on a very interesting side-on map. Not top-down.
That's neat.
I'm going to put Lincoln
I'm
in front
really
because he's the only one with dark vision. And as you climb up, you find... What is simply named the Oozing Entrance.
Oh, come on! Is this just a giant citadel kind of deal?
A citadel.
There it is.
I'm
Citadel
so
is
proud of you.
something else.
As you climb
Oh
up
my.
and clamber up over the lip of one of the shelves of this separating citadel, you discover a circular gaping wound near the top of the scab, which forms a tunnel that descends into darkness. Here. Now, chats will be okay because they have Lincoln. As for the rest of you, I'm not sure how this is going to work out.
Side on map.
This is side on, so we are looking
Oh, I
from...
see.
Okay, and that is the tunnel going down in front of you. So you have
Right.
up, north south is now up down on this map.
Understood. Okay.
Okay, can
Right.
any of you see?
Lincoln will be eyes.
Right, it's
If
all dark.
Lincoln needs to be eyes,
Orban cannot see a damn thing.
Yeah, someone have a torch?
guys, listen to the sound of my
yeah, I have a
dulcet
torch.
tones.
There you go.
Perfect.
Give me those numbers again. I always forget them.
Bright for 20 and dim for
20
additional
more.
20.
Thank you very much. Open Theo. Theo, behave.
Bloop, bloop.
There we go.
Oh, roll 20 is doing something.
Theo Brothwin.
That's me.
I believe so. Okay, I'm going to illuminate the scene for you all. Although chat's doing okay. Lincoln, you look around and you see this horrible kind of organic-looking interior. It's like
Ew, crap.
it's like we've gone into Warhammer 40k and you're in a Tyrant ship.
Oh no!
Sheen Stealers are somewhere lurking around here.
With that horrifying image in mind, Lincoln will proceed forwards. I have control of myself, yeah?
I should imagine so.
Okay.
Dun, there you are.
Now, I know that it's going to be funky. I assume I'm sticking to the ground.
Yes. And everyone can see now, yes?
I
Yeah.
see darkness, absolute darkness.
What?
I
You
just
are
see
a
my
human.
movement. I activate my torch.
Yep.
Little torch. Yeah, it's just a black screen for me with Theo's, please, token.
I see.
Oh, there it is!
Okay, just a time thing.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So as you slowly and carefully clamber your way down, there are parts of the surface of the tunnel, Lincoln, that are bleeding.
Yeah.
And the
Ugh.
blood that comes out of the wounds reeks. It's absolutely disgusting as you clamber down. But after a short climb, it does even out a bit there as the roof kind of dips down and you can make your way forward.
It evens out a bit here, guys, so we can make our way forwards.
Yep. And I think as we see you all disappear over the lip of this tunnel and descend down into the scab, we shall leave things there for this evening.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for everyone coming by. It was a pleasure to have you all here. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the follows, as always. It's an absolute joy to have you on our adventures with us. And, as I said, make sure that you are back here tomorrow as we... I need some more appropriate music. Some scary music for talking about Humblewood. It's not right. By the way, another nice feature of Sirenscape there, when it was mentioned that there were blood geysers, I just typed in their search bars geyser, sorry, and I found all of the sound sets that contain that keyword, which is what I was looking at there. So.
Iconic.
That's cool.
My favourite is Elven Vale and Elven Night.
Oh yes, that's very
They're
peaceful.
just so nice.
I don't get to use them very much. That might be on me.
We had a big stint in the Feywild, and that was a good time.
Our Cobra Rex, we're about to disappear, I'm afraid, but thank you so much for coming by. Okay, I cannot, I'm afraid, give you nice music, but I shall leave it going as it is there. Sorry, that's my computer's fault. Now, anyway, tomorrow, starting 9:30 GST, 8:30 on the east coast of the US, and 1:30 PM in the UK, I believe, we will be joined by our wonderful friends from Quest Junkies UK, Carney Sideshow, and Orangey, as they take their form, their true form, their humble folk form, as we will be commencing the first annual Feast of St. Mittens. What could possibly go wrong? Stephanie? Say it again.
My bad.
As that will be us tomorrow evening, so do come back if you have the chance. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time with lots of wonderful people. And then next week we'll be back into our normal shenanigans with Icewind Dale on Tuesday. Then Thursday we will be down in the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. But if you did not catch it, please go and rewatch the last 20 minutes or so of Curse of Strahd last night. If you want to see the power of the Dark Lord as he ragdolled the adventurers around and left them scared and alone in Valaki. Well, not alone, because there was a massive mob surging through the streets, overthrowing the Burgomaster and reinstating the old ways, reinstating the Honey Harvest Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And the hint of honey, the scent of honey harvested from the hives in the forests, and Lady Watch's own special honey she is bringing from her mansion for the festival. Something else was attracted, as next week, Thursday evening here and morning in the US, we will be doing a one-off honey heist adventure with our fantastic friend Patch from Quest Junkies UK there in chat, who will be trying to control the madness as we descend into Barovia for Honey Heist Barovia Edition. Everything that happens in that will be campaign lore and canon in the main Curse of Strahd adventure. So I'm very excited. And I have a super secret character which has not been revealed yet. And I'm very excited. I have props. And I'm looking, and Patch hasn't even seen the props, so I get to surprise him a little bit too. And we'll be enjoying that. But then we'll be back here in this lovely surrounding area of the Scab in Avernus next Friday, and I hope you can join us. So, we will be going a raiding as we get into our end screen, so do stick around, and if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. Now, let's see, which of our friends is online? I think Tally is. Talia? I always forget how to pronounce that properly. Yes, she is, but, sorry, Patch. We were over there last time. I don't want to raid the same people all the time. Our good friend who raided us last night, so we'd like to return the favor. Our good friend over in Norway, Skeptic Llama, is playing some games over there. I think he's on his XCOM 2, which he's enjoying playing at the moment. So stick around, as I said, show the love, let those phoenixes fly if you've got them, as we go a raiding on the end screen. But for us, we shall be saying goodbye and leaving you for another week. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Bye.